Hi dear students, in this video we will discuss about chapter number 3, trigonometric functions of class 11th. Let's start from the first topic, which is about angles. You know about angles, you mark so many angles in lower classes, but here you have to take care of few things. Let me tell you all these. There are few diagrams I marked on this board. See, first one, whenever you draw any angle, you need starting line and a vertex on which you can mark an angle. Means an angle is actually combination of two rays having a common vertex and different directions. You were having this definition given in lower classes, but the thing which you have to remember, that is, when you draw a line in this way, when you draw a ray with the starting point, initial point, that ray will be the initial side of your angle. And here I mark name OA. Then you need one more ray with same vertex to form some angle. But there are two different possibilities. One, you can draw an angle in this way, in this anti-clockwise direction. I used another ray OB and marked angle in this direction, anti-clockwise direction. And the ray number 2, which is forming angle with initial side, that is called, okay, this angles, direction of this angle is called terminal side. So I mark terminal side on this ray number 2, means this represents the direction of angle. In this terminal direction we have our angle, and in this side, okay, we marked arrow. Arrow means direction of the angle. Similarly, if your angle is downwards, this ray OA is the initial side and angle we marked clockwise, and the ray number 2, which is OB, I marked as terminal side. So students, remember one thing, when you move clockwise you will get a positive angle. You have to count positive angle. Similarly, if you move clockwise direction, okay, in this you have anti-clockwise direction, this direction, and if you move clockwise, then your angle will be negative. Try to remember it. There are few new things which you have to remember in this chapter. So one more diagram is here. What about this angle? About this initial point O, this is complete angle of 360, but this arrow represent you moved in this direction, anti-clockwise direction, and completed one round. So initial side is this starting one, and when your ending line came for 360, that also overlapped with this A, but you covered this whole round of angle, means about this vertex O. So your terminal side also is the same as initial side, but you completed one round anti-clockwise, so this will be your positive angle. Remember, it is, yes, of 360 degree, 180 is double, and positive angle because of this anti-clockwise direction. It's opposite, you can think. If you move in this direction, it will be minus, means negative of that angle. So there are few things which you have to remember. I told you, they are the starting things which you have to remember: initial side and terminal side of the angle. Try to remember these. Now we will write about degree measure. See what is given there. Students, in degree measure, you have to remember first definition. You use protractor in the lower classes also, D, to which we say D. We mark angles with the help of D there in lower classes. But there you see clearly marked angles, 0 degree, then 30 degree, in between 15 degrees, all the angles up to 180 degree we see. And on complete protractor we see complete angle of 360 also. But what is the meaning of degree measure? You have to remember, if we divide the whole 360 degree angle into 360 parts, then each one out of them will be one part of these 360 parts. Means we can divide 360 degree complete angle into 360 parts. Then each part will represent only 1 degree. That is the same definition given in your class. See, if a rotation if a rotation of the initial side to the terminal side is 1/60th of a revolution, the angle is said to have measure of 1 degree. Means from total angle of 360 degree, if we select only that much part between initial and terminal line or side, which represent only one part out of 360 parts, then this measure or this value is called 1 degree. So you have to remember its meaning. Then we can mark degree with the help of this symbol 1 degree. As we mark 1 hour with 60 minutes and 1 minute as 60 seconds, the thing is same for degrees. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, and for minutes you have to write in this way 60 then 1 dash on it. So 60 minutes. In the same way, if we write for 1 minute, 1 minute can be written as 60 seconds or double lines, means 2 times this dash or these symbols on 60, means 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. So they are 60 minutes, 60 seconds. Now see, there are some diagrams I marked. Let's try to write their measurements. I told you earlier, if we move anti-clockwise, we write positive angles. If we move clockwise, then we have to write negative angles. So I marked a few things here. See, here A, B both marked. It means you completed one round about this initial point. We can say it is O. And arrow tells you have which direction. See, this is anti-clockwise direction and you completed one round, and your terminal side is also coinciding with the initial side. So this angle is what? It is of 360 degrees, complete angle and positive. Same now here we can see you have a straight line. This part is initial side, this OB is the terminal side, and you are moving in anti-clockwise direction. Try to remember what will be the measure. Angle on a straight line 180 degrees, positive angle. Now the next one. See, here it is given OA initial and OB terminal, but this time you have one complete round. Up to this you have 360 and one more part is there, this part, and you have to use some observation power. This angle is of 60. So 360 plus 60 will give 420 degrees in positive sign because you are moving again in a anti-clockwise direction. What about this? See, this angle initial and here you have terminal and you are moving in anti-clockwise direction. In straight line you will complete, yes, 180 degree and 90 downwards. It is like this. If we cover 4 quadrants in this way, 3 quadrants out of 4. It is like this, 90, 90 and 90. It will be 270 degrees with positive sign. And what about this? OA initial and OB terminal, but arrow given downwards, means you are moving in clockwise direction. And this is like 30 degree angle. So it is minus 30 degree angle. Let's change it. If you have angle like this, see, in this, if you are moving in this direction, suppose, like this it is given. You are moving in clockwise direction, see. After completing one round, from here if it is given, see, if it is given like this, then what will be the measure? Let me write it again, Let me write it again properly. If you have one complete round like this, let us draw in this way. If you have angle given like this and you are moving in this way clockwise, in this way you are moving and you are here now, then what will be the angle? One complete round up to this, and if you have this 60 degree angle, then your angle will be clockwise, means negative 420 degrees. 360 plus 60, 420 degrees. So just remember, anti-clockwise positive angles, clockwise negative angles. Now see what is given for radian measure after this. Radian measure is also an important part for calculations. In radian measure, you have to remember angle subtended at the center by an arc of length 1 unit in a unit circle is said to have measure of 1 radian. Try to understand the meaning. Angle subtended means angle formed. We can say angle formed at the center of circle by an arc of length 1 unit. What do you mean by arc? Arc is a part of circumference, means some part of the circumference of circle. If arc is having length 1 unit in a unit circle means having radius equal to 1 or 1 unit, we can say. If circle is having radius 1 unit and arc also have length 1 unit, then angle formed at the center of circle, see this diagram, a circle whose radius 1 unit we mark and arc also have length 1 unit. So radius 1 unit and arc also 1 unit length, then angle formed at the center is said to be 1 radian. Remember it. Now this is in anti-clockwise direction, that's why it is positive. See its opposite. If arc is of length 1 unit and circle's radius is also 1 unit, but direction is clockwise, then it will be minus 1 radian in this case. Similarly here, if we change the length of arc, but circle will have same radius is 1 unit, but change in length of the arc will affect your angle. See this direction, it is anti-clockwise, so we will say it is 1 by 2 radian angle at the center. Similarly, if we use clockwise direction, then length of arc is 1 by 2 units and radius of circle is 1 unit. It will be minus 1 by 2 radian, means negative direction. Now we can generalize a formula here. We can write a formula in this case, that formula is between length of arc, to which we can say it is L, this radius which is we can say R, and the angle which is we can say theta. So there is a formula between L, R and theta which you have to remember, that is, if an arc of length L subtends an angle theta in a circle having radius R, then means if an arc of length L subtends angle theta in a circle having radius R, then we can say L is equal to R theta, or you can write theta equal to L over R. So you have to remember this formula, very useful, very helpful for calculations. Now we have next relationship of degree measure and radian measure. See what is given next after this. Students, in the relationship of degree and radian measure, you have to remember few things. You mark 180 degree, and 180 degree means in radian how we speak, we mark it as pi radian. And what about 2 pi radian then? Pi radian is 180 degree, 2 pi radian means 2 into 180, 360 degrees. Now just think about the unitary method. If pi radians combine to form 180 degree, then 1 radian will be 180 degree over pi, and no need to solve it, its value given in your book. If you want to solve, simply you have to use this 180 degree over 22 over 7, then it will go in the numerator, you will get 180 into 7 over 22 in degrees, and you have to solve it, and after simplification you will get answer 57 degrees 16 minutes. But you don't have any knowledge of these things. When calculation work will start, you will get to know how to write these values into degree measures. For the time, there is no need to remember even, but just see its answer will be 57 degrees 16 minutes. Now next, just think its opposite. 180 degrees combined to form pi radian. What about 1 degree then? 1 degree equal to pi over 180 radians. And if you solve this, okay, if you want to put 22 over 7, it will be 22 over 7 into 180 radian. And when you solve it, divide by this, okay, 22 by this value, you will get 0.01746 radians approximately. There are approximations. Then, okay, these conversions you should know means pi radian 180 degree, 2 pi radian 360 degree. How will you write then 3 pi radian? Yes, 3 pi, 3 into 180, that is, yes, 180 into 3, 540 degrees. 4 pi radian, 4 into 180, 720 degree. So in this way you can convert into higher angles. Radians into degrees you can convert, and degrees into radians there are some calculation works given in our class. So we will see next, okay. There is a notational convention given, means their conversion given. See how we are able to convert radian into degree and degree into radian. So there are formulas. I will write after this, see what is given next. We have a topic notational convention in our NCERT book, and there are two formulas mentioned, but you don't have any need to worry about two formulas. You just remember one formula clearly, other you can form by yourself. That is, if you have to convert degree measure into radian measure, means some value in degrees given properly, and you want to convert that into degree into radian measure, simply multiply that degree measure by pi over 180 and solve it. You will get answer in radian measure. And students, remember, pi over 180, pi radian, okay. So you have to multiply degree measure with pi over 180, you will get answer in radian measure. Just think about its calculation. If we shift pi over 180 as 180 over pi to the left side, it will get multiplied with radian measure. So you will get degree measure as 180 over pi into radian measure. Means if you have given with the radian measure, you want to convert it into degree measure, simply multiply that radian measure with 180 over pi and solve it. You will get answer in degree measure. They are the formulas. I suggest you remember only one formula. You will be able to remember this second one also by yourself. Now we will see what are the questions given in our exercise 3.1. In exercise 3.1, we have our question number 1. Find the radian measures corresponding to the following degree measures. So we have first part 25 degree. Let's start from first part. There are 4 parts, different parts are given. First part is 25 degree. Try to remember what was formula to find radian measure from degree measure. I am writing that because I am writing solution of this, okay. First part, because radian measure is equal to pi upon 180 into degree measure. So you have to remember this formula first, okay. Now you want to find answer in radian measure, so it will be pi over 180 into degree measure. What is degree measure? That is 25. So write here 25 and your answer will be now in radian. So you can simply solve in this way. Let me write it in proper way. So is it clear? I think it is very clear to you. Very simple is there to write. So this is the formula which I was writing. So we will start our calculation work from 25 degrees. So it is 25 degree, which can be written as 25 degree and its product with what? Pi over 180. So you can mark it as pi into 25 over 180 or pi over 180 into 25, and don't forget to write it is now in a radian measure. Don't write degrees. When you multiply with pi over 180, then you have to write radian measure or radian, simply radian. Now solve it. Pi and 25 will come in front of this, 25 pi over 180, and if cancellation is possible, cancel that. 5 into 5, 25, 5 into 3, 15, 6. So it is 5 pi upon 36 radian. This was our part number 1. I think there is no difficulty to remember. Very simple work. Now see what is given in part 2. Minus 47 degree 30 minutes. Now we have two different symbols, degree and minutes. But we have a formula only to write radian measure with degrees. So first of all we will solve it. take minus out in this way. This 47 degree can be written as 47 degree plus 30 minutes. And you know conversion of minutes into degrees, because 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. So we can mark 47 degree as it is. This 30 minutes into 30 over 60 degree. Why? Because 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. So 60 minutes combine to form 1 degree. So that's why we are dividing it. It will give 1 over 2, which can be written as minus outside, okay, 47 degree plus 1 over 2 degrees. Now write combinedly degree because their symbol is same now. They both are in degree. So 47 degree plus 1 over 2 degree will be 47 plus 1 over 2 degree combinedly outside, which can be written as minus outside. LCM will be 2, 94 plus 1 over 2 degrees, or it is 95 with minus sign, 95 degree over 2. This is only degree measure. Now we have to go further for radian measure. So I will erase this part and calculate answer. So this is the formula. Now we will write answer, okay, here. Calculation answer here. We will mark. See what will be next here after this. So we can start, therefore our 95 degree over 2 with the negative sign can be written as minus outside, or we can say pi over 180 into this minus 95 over 2. And don't forget to write radian, because we are converting a degree into radian. Solve it further, okay. This will be cancellation possible. It will go on 19 into 5 and 5 36 here. So your answer is minus 19 pi over 72 radian. This is our part number 2. Now third part, I will erase this part now. Third part is also similar. Third part is 240 degrees, which can be written as pi over 180 into 240 radian. 0 cancelled, and table of 6 we can use for cancellation. 6 into 3, 6 into 4. So 4 pi upon 3 radian. Now last part number 4. Part 4 is 520 degrees, which can be written as pi over 180 into 520 radian. And 0 cancelled. It will go on to 26 to 9, and further cancellation not possible. So it is 26 pi over 9 radian. So they are 4 parts of question number 1. I think they are very simple. Try to remember conversion only, this formula, very simple to remember. And with the help of this formula, we will convert now radian measures into degree measures. But there are some additional calculations we will discuss in next question, okay. Students, question number 2 is opposite of question number 1. In question 1, you changed degrees into radians. Now we have to convert radian measure into degree measure, which is little bit a long procedure comparatively if we compare with question number 1. See what is given. Find the degree measure corresponding to the following radian measures. Use pi 22 over 7. And there are 4 different parts again given here. Let's start by writing first part solution, okay. So first part, it is 11 over 16, and which is in radian, because it is clearly mentioned they are in radian. Now we have to convert this into degree. Try to remember conversion here. I want to mention formula, then we will start its calculation. How will you get answer of this calculation into degrees? So our degree measure, it is 180 over pi into radian measure. Try to remember. You mark these formulas in the starting, okay. So remember this formula. So I want to convert radian into degree measures. Just see, it is in radian, it will go here. And you have to multiply this with 180 over pi if you want degree measure. So I will change it now. It will be 180 over pi into this 11 over 16. And don't forget to write, this is now in degrees. So this is in degrees now. Now further you can solve it. It is clearly mentioned use pi 22 over 7. So use pi 22 over 7. So it is 22 over 7 in place of pi into 11 over 16. You can mark in degrees for the time, we will see later on its symbol. Now 7 will go in the numerator, so 180 into 7 into 11 over 22 into 16. And if cancellation possible, you can cancel. I will try to cancel it with table of 2, 2 into 8, 16, 2 into 90, 180. Again it will go on to 4, 45. Further, there is no possibility of cancellation. 11 you can cancel with 22, you have 2 here. So in the end, we have 45 into 7 over 4 into 2, 8 degrees. Or it can be written as 45 into 7, 35, 3 left, 315 over 8 degree. We can mark in the form of degree in this way. See, you have this value, don't leave here. You have to convert this into degrees, minutes and seconds even. So see how we are able to convert. Simply you have to divide the numerator by denominator. And I think you are able to divide easily. It will go on 3, 24, 7, 75, it will go on 9, 72 and 3 left. So what is this? You can mark it in the form of a mixed fraction. This can be written as 39, 3 by 8 degrees, or which can be written as 39 degrees plus 3 over 8 degrees. This combination of these two, try to remember this, students. I am writing in easy way. Okay. So this is combination of these two values of degree. Or you can write okay without plus sign in the form of product, but it is more easier and convenient to write. Now I want to convert this additional part, which is less than 1, actually 3 over 8 given, into minutes. And you know 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. And you know this conversion. So I will multiply it with 60 and change the symbol into minutes. And if cancellation possible, we will cancel. 4 into 2, 8. 4 into 15, 60. So you have 45 over 2 minutes. I am going to erase this part. So we have calculation of this as, this is 39 degrees plus 45 over 2 minutes. Now divide this 45 over 2, 39 degree plus 45, when you divide by 2, it will give 2 into 2, 4, 5, 2 into 2, 4, 1 left. So which can be written as 22, 1 by 2 minutes. Now further we can break in this again in two parts, as you divided degree into two parts. 39 degree plus 22 minutes separate plus 1 over 2 minute. Now we will convert this 1 over 2 minute into seconds. See how? 39 degree plus 22 minutes plus 1 over 2 into 60 seconds, because 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. Now this will give 30. So 39 degree plus 22 minutes plus 30 seconds. And in the end you can mark combinedly 39 degree, 22 minutes, 30 seconds. This was part number 1. Now see what is given in part number 2. It is minus 4. See how we solve this minus 4 radians and convert it into degree measure. Students, in part 2 we have minus 4 radian. And let's convert this into degree measure. Minus 4 into, yes, what, or you can say it is 180 over pi into minus 4 degrees. I told you conversion in first part, so you have to write in this way. Just multiply it with the 180 over pi. Now see what will come, minus outside 180 into 4, 720 upon pi. Pi means, yes, pi given clearly 22 over 7. So minus 720 over 22 over 7 means 7 will go in the numerator. Now if cancellation possible, you can cancel also. I am trying to cancel it. It will go on 2, 2, 11, the 22 and 2, 360. And further cancellation is not possible, so you have it in degrees. Now you can mark it minus 7 into 36 with 0. 7 0 zeros, 42, 4 left, 25. So it is 2520 degree measure of this, minus 2520 over 11 degrees. Now see what next we have. Students, one thing you have to make very clear here, write minus sign outside, don't include it with any value. Now you have 2520 means 2520 over 11, divide 2520 by 11 here. See, try to divide it, 2520 with 11. It will go on to 22, 2 left, 3 left, 32 will go on to 22, 10 left, and 0 will go on 999, 1 left. So we have this. Let me confirm it again. 3 left, 32, 22, 10 left, 99. You have 229 and 1 by 11 along with it. It is in degree. We can mark with the help of symbol also. And which can be written as 229 degrees plus 1 over 11 degree. Now convert this last part, which is less than 1, because numerator is smaller than denominator, into minutes. You know the conversion, keep minus outside. 229 degrees plus 1 over 11 into 60. When you multiply with 60, write it in minutes. So we have minus 229 degrees plus 60 over 11 minutes. And divide 60 by 11 now. Go on 555, 5 left. And you have, see how it is in this form, 229 degrees plus. It can be written as 5 over 11. Minutes first, which can be written as, next further, okay, see how we are able to write it. Minus 229 degrees plus 5 minutes separate and 5 over 11 minutes after that. This is also in minutes. Now we will go further for conversion into seconds. See how? Minus 229 degree plus 5 minutes plus 5 over 11 into 60. Now convert it into seconds. See how we have now minus 229 degrees plus 5 minutes plus this is 300 over 11 seconds. Now you have to divide 300 by 11. 300 with 11 when you divide, see what will come. 300 with 11 will go on to 8 left, 87, 77, 3 left, and 30 with decimal here, okay, it will go on 2, 22, 8 left. So approximately it is 27 seconds. So see how we have minus 229 degrees plus 5 minutes plus 27 seconds. Approximately you can say here, okay, because there is some possibility of calculation. So our answer is minus 229 degree combined by leaving the sign. 5 minutes, 27 seconds approximately. This may be of different, okay, value like 27 in place of 27, something other given, but this work is very much correct, acceptable. So we have this part number 2. See what is given in third part, 5 pi over 3 after this. Third part is 5 pi over 3 radian. Very simple to write in degrees. Simply multiply it with 180 over pi. So when you write 180 over pi into this value, you will get answer in degree measure because of formula. But here it is possible to cancel pi with pi and 3 can be cancelled with 180 and you will get only 300 degrees. So our answer is in degrees. Very simple to write. Same as third, we have part number 4. 7 pi over 6 radian. This can be written as first write 180 over pi into 7 pi over 6 and it will be in degrees. Pi cancelled, 6 will get cancelled with 180, 30 and you have 210 degrees. So there are 4 parts of question number 2. I hope you will be able to solve these questions, means you can convert degree into radian and radian into degree frequently after understanding these parts. Try to find similar questions in other books and give some practice to this concept, very important part for your examination.